welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining us. I want to show you guys today the install of a set of Highlines on a YJ. Do you want to put bigger tires on? Do you want more articulation? Do you want a lower center of gravity? We're going to go through that here in today's video. Friends, it's Highline time. So I'm going to probably just kind of buzz through this. You don't need to see everything, in my opinion. I mean, you can take your fenders off. I'm pretty sure you can handle it, but here we are. So Motobilt says to tape off, mark off where the Highlines are, where they sit. So you're going to want to kind of loosen everything, pull this out of here, this center bolt for the grill. You're going to want to loosen up your tension rods here and kind of work things around until you get everything to fit right. So this is going to be a little bit whopper jawed simply because, you know, if you recall, this was wrecked, and so the frame is a little bit tweaked, but I'm fairly satisfied with how these fit. This lower bolt here for the Motobilt, he's off, so he'll need to get ground out a little bit. But then here in this side where the tire came up at this corner, if you can see it right there, this guy comes in a little bit, which is fine. It's a $900 Jeep. Anyway, so I've got all of our situation marked here. So I'm gonna take them back off and cut the hood. And you're gonna want to don't cut too much. You can always you know, sand it down and get that line just perfect. I'm a big stickler when it comes to, you know, gaps in your hood. I hate that. Just take your time. We're not rushing. Make it look good. Okay, so we got all this nonsense back off, and this is kind of difficult, this line here, I'm gonna be honest with you, but you can do some redneck engineering. Maybe is made this little tool a couple years ago, and you know, it's right at 3 1/4 inches, and you just run him along the bottom of the hood line here, and then you got a good way to cut. So we are going to cut into this fella right here now. Be right back. Here is the first pass. So like I said, I'm really particular about this line, and I did mess with it for a little while. It's kind of got a little chilly here, but tomorrow hopefully we'll get this baby just perfect. But pretty happy with it so far. Looks pretty rowdy, if I do say so myself. So I'll get a little more in depth here. I'll get this all cleaned up, and then we'll kind of talk about the like the computer mounting bracket, the battery bracket, and go over some underhood stuff here. But for now, I think we're at a stopping point. Next day, here we are. I have this as far as I'm gonna get until I get the hood catches on. I think I'm gonna go with a TJ hood catch, and it's pretty good. It'll suck down a little bit. So yeah, we'll fine tune it a little bit once the hood catches are here. Yeah, okay, so let me show you what we got going on here. So this is the factory battery mount, okay? So this is the Motobilt battery mount, and it is higher, I believe. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just skinnier. Anyway, I guess we'll figure that out once we get it on there. But then this is the driver's side where the computer mounts. This guy, he will sit right over here. See if I can do this with one hand. Okay. So he'll sit back here like this. I don't know yet. I've never done a YJ before, so I'm gonna have to see how the battery mount works. But I do know that the fuse box will sit up here and bolt down. We'll run some bolts in there. And this is also the structure for the inner fenders. So got holes here, and we'll utilize these holes for our inner fenders, and that'll bolt in all nice. And then I'll have to disassemble this whole mess here, and which I see might be a problem considering this back wall is bent a little bit from the tire going back that far. All right, otherwise, let's get kind of a view here of it, kind of an all the way around, because we didn't get that the other day. I'm noticing it looks like the previous owner has cut into the tub, which I'm going to do anyway, but this here has been cut. This you can tell just because it's jagged. And they got into this guy here. We'll have to get way into here anyway, so that's all right. This support will have to get cut out. I started removing stickers. I'm not a huge fan of stickers. There's a worn sticker here, some stuff here. There was some stuff on the windshield. That's looking better. Started taking off all this back here. There was like a Sasquatch. Some stuff here which I haven't cleaned up yet. This tailgate is going away, so I'm not gonna bother. And there was also a 4x4 sticker right there. But anywho, yeah, this side you can tell it's kind of jagged, so we'll have to modify that anyway. But do like how it's sitting so far. So since I left you last, I was working on the battery box and the, I guess it's just the computer tray box. So got that mounted and got this going over here. This is mounted. I got the inner fenders in and I'm pretty well wrapped up. I will say the following. The install directions leave a lot to be desired. In that, it references the Motobilt specific battery tray, but doesn't tell you what to do if you're not using that. They don't provide hardware to mount the computer, so you're kind of on your own there. My other complaint is the hardware was in like 3 different packages, because I actually ran out of some of these and I found some more, but then anyway, I found the other bags, and yeah. And I don't recall it mentioning that you have to use like self tappers here in the back of the grill. Not super a fan of that either, but it fits, it works, it looks rowdy. This here is my fault, or the Jeep's fault, because this tire was shoved back into the firewall, and so the firewall is wonky, and thus the bracket is wonky. Another thing, the instructions do not point out what this little vacuum canister deal is, and that you have to move it and relocate it, whatever. So yeah, not overly impressed about that. I missed the fact that there are bolts right here that you're supposed to put a nutsert in there and cinch those in. I didn't do that, but let's see how it fits real quick. Okay, the fit is pretty good. I got a little bit of gap here, and that's because I kind of messed up one of my TJ hood latches here. I need to kind of just hog out these holes and move this up a little bit so the grill will suck down, because I got a little bit of a gap here. I'm not a super fan of that. Color matched, side vents, and it is moss green. Might not be able to tell on video. This is so old and faded, and maybe by the time we buff it out, it'll look the same. But so yeah, looking real good there. I like it. I like it a lot. This side, that looks pretty good. So that will allow our 2-inch Waggy springs and 37s, we should flex out pretty nice. So just a quick look, I have done this in more detail on a TJ if you want to look up a Motobilt Highline install. This was a first for me on a YJ, and up to you kind of what you want to do here. You should know that at the time of this video, I think the 2-inch flares here are about 1,000, and the inners are somewhere around 250, something like that. You know, it's a great way to get bigger tires on the rig, get some more articulation while staying low. In my opinion, that's the name of the game. So, we've got some more fun stuff for this coming up. Thank you guys for tuning in.